Hey everybody, it's Linda West. I'm so excited. I am here with one of my dear friends, Nunez. She is so amazing. But she's going to be speaking at Thrive Talks at 11:30. So what you need to do is go like their page, Thrive Talks Live. Go listen into Deanna, and it's 11:30 Pacific time, so about a half hour from now. So Deanna, what are you going to speak about today? I can't wait to hear.
I'm going to talk about the subconscious facets of the mind. I think that it's an area that's often overlooked, and it's, people talk about it's subconscious, but it's not. But I think we need to understand the specifics as to really how to manage our subconscious, because it is the fuel that gets us to our biggest goals and dreams and gets us to think bigger than our critical minds. So I'm going to talk about really the 3 different aspects of really understanding what your mindset cycles are about. Mindset is a popular term that we use, don't you think?
Yes,
we use it all the time. All the time. And but there's particulars within the mindset that we need to shed light on. So that's what I hope to do, is to shed some light there and help you all get your noggin thinking about how you can be a bigger visionary for your life and just make a bigger impact and feel amazing, Now
I have a question. So they say that we only use I don't remember the percentage. What percentage of our brain?
Yeah, they do say the 10%, right?
Okay, so what's the 90%? How much of that is
it's
subconscious?
What I call it is the vital mind. It's that part of your mind that you don't limit yourself or stop and think about, can't I? Those voices in our head that are constantly going back and forth. Some people refer to them as my demons, or the stuff in the back of my head. I would like to be a little kinder and nicer. I don't want to think that I have demons walk in the back of my head.
Yeah, me neither.
But we all have stuff that is, that monkey mind thinking that goes, and it's the way our brains are wired. I mean, Buddhism has been talking about it for centuries. So I think that hypnosis is a tool, and that's what I do. I'm a certified hypnotherapist and NLP practitioner. I work with the subconscious mind. So what I think is to be able to tap into that 90% is your vital mind, is to get outside of your critical thinking, bypass that cognitive space where you're in more of your vastness of where your dreams, goals, and emotions lie, and that's your power.
That's cool. Do you think it's possible to increase that 10% by tapping into that more frequently, or what's your thought on that?
Yes. I mean, that's what I do with clients and people on stage.
Okay.
I mean, how else would you get a group of people in a business setting to come up on stage and be wacky and fun, right? If they didn't get outside of that critical mind. So I truly believe that they're in that 90% when they're in that space.
Okay, cool.
So
awesome.
It's super fun.
Well, let's hear a little bit about your work and what you're doing right now, because I know that you're a little bit changing a little bit of focus, but you're working with big corporations and
yeah, it's been fun. Well, I'm doing a variety of things. I love the travel that's happening right now. I'm new adventures, right? So I'm contracting with Norwegian Cruise Lines right now.
Whoop, whoop.
It's been fun, like for the spring, summer, and fall.
Okay.
To go out cruising all over the world. I've been to Europe and went to Portugal and where'd I go? Portugal. London. I completely had the most amazing time in London. Just came back from Hawaii a couple weeks ago, and now I'm off to the Bahamas next week. Norwegian has given me this opportunity to teach the subconscious facets of the mind on the cruise ships.
That's
so
awesome.
It's really been fun. I have never been in a situation where I actually got to hang out with my audiences for long periods of time.
Oh yeah, because you perform and then the show's done.
And you're on to the next thing, you know, the presentation, the training, whatever it is, then you're on to the next thing. But on the cruise ships, I do entertainment shows as well as trainings. We focus on weight loss. We focus on self-healing, self-hypnosis, as well as pain management. Different topics that I feel like are going to be important for that particular demographic that are on the ship that week. But it's really interesting hanging out with them after we've had these really in-depth discussions and trainings, because then their questions come alive, and you get to hang out at the pool and be having these really in-depth conversations. It's fun.
Yeah, I remember being on cruise ships and stuff where we'd see some of the band members and stuff. You're like, oh, there's a band member. So we go over and talk to them and stuff. But it's cool because you get to be seen and known through being the performer. But then you have an opportunity, like you said, to meet them on a personal level and get to know them. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is fun. But besides that, I do work with people in between my travel one-on-one. I've had a bunch of clients this week because I'm condensed amount of time of being back. But, one-on-one, what we really do is I work with particularly achievers. And I think achievers qualified as anyone who is motivated with a goal. And they typically tend to be people that are motivated to want to get somewhere, but they want to increase their pace in which they do so.
Right. Oh,
so
I
think that any achiever, if you're an achiever type person, you're going to accomplish those goals, but how fast are you going to do that? Sometimes it can take us longer than we want it to.
Yes.
So we can fast track that a little bit, and I think that the tools that I use are a way to be able to help you fast track that. So I'm sure you would agree.
Yes. Yeah, she opened up something I had no idea was hiding in there.
Right? It's true.
It was amazing. And what was crazy is so Deanna and I were together alone in this room, and then it was actually kind of like an open room, but it was a weekend, and so nobody was really there until somebody showed up. And it was funny because I think you felt like, okay, is she going to be okay with this? But then I actually was, because I don't care. I'm totally
about
open
people
book.
listening.
Yeah. I'm a total open book.
It was
so
a very
matter,
impromptu hypnosis session.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because we were having
they're talking.
Well, we were having a deep discussion about what some of the just limiting things that are your availability to break through.
Right.
I feel like it's exciting when they pop up, because then you get to address them. Because if they don't pop up, that means they're unconscious, which is going to keep limiting you. And we all have them. It's like nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed about.
Yeah.
We all have them. So when the opportunity arises, take advantage of the moment. And that's what we
did.
doing.
Oh my God, totally. Because like you said, the moment pops up, you can either work on it or
shut it back down.
And we didn't. We just said, bring it on, boy.
It's so interesting how many people like to shut it back down. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do
No.
that to yourself.
I did for years, for decades. I just shut it back down because I didn't want it to surface anything. But I'm totally open now to having everything just come to the surface and learn from it.
That's a learning mindset.
Yeah.
I'm
a learning mindset. Yeah.
I agree with you. I have had those too. And even as evolved as different points in my life that I felt like I became, there's still always more.
Yeah.
There's always more that pops up. And then life circumstances cause things to pop up. They trigger us. And those triggers are also unconscious. So that's one of the things that I'm going to talk about today as well as our triggers. But I think the triggers are there to serve a purpose. They don't have to be that festering, like, oh, I stepped in the mud hole again, or whatever it is.
Right.
That feeling when you do the same thing over and over again and you get really frustrated with yourself that you keep making the same mistake. I think that when we shift our perspective about what's triggering us, it's such an opportunity to go, aha, you caught it. You finally caught it by the tail. And then when you follow it back to its core reason of why it exists, you're going to change the entire experience, and it actually can't exist any longer. It can't exist once you've shed light on it. It can no longer exist in a way that's tripping you up. It's still there because it's one of something that's happened in your life, but the way your mind perceives it shifts, and then therefore you don't get triggered by it anymore. So.
Yeah, it's awesome. So you guys, she's amazing. I just love Deanna. We've actually talked for hours.
Yes, we have.
We met for a 1 hour lunch. I think it lasted 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, there was happiness, laughter, tears.
Oh my gosh, we were sitting there crying at lunch, remember?
Yes, it was fun.
It was the first time we met each other too, and we were crying with each other. I mean,
You know how it is, though.
It's like a connection, Well, last night sorry.
He needs me.
Oh, he needs you. Okay, you guys, she's got to go in. So Thrive Talks Live. See you there, okay?